And we are live. What is up, YouTube? Or do I have to change it? Do I gotta be like the other people? Hi, guys. All right, so hold on with me, man. Let me set this up. As you can see, my background changed. Bought a new house, so well, what was that? All right, hold on. I got blinks and all kinds of stuff. I'm working through home Wi-Fi now, so I had to change my setup. I used to be wired into my router, and now I'm not. So I am just getting myself squared away here. So yeah, anyway, man, I named this thing Thinking Out Loud. That's the name of this stream. I just been seeing a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I just thought I want to chat with the people, whoever I can catch coming through. See, I used to have a banner up here. Man, it's been a while since I got online, so I gotta get myself back together here. I don't do this, I'm not a big time YouTuber or nothing. I don't do this every day, so yeah, might have to change that. I need another source of income. You guys been paying attention to the stuff I post on my social media and whatnot. I always got money coming in one way or another. But all right, let's see here. Where's my ticker? Is it this one? Yeah, we'll do that one. If you guys like what you hear or say, there's my Cash App right there, man. Drop me a little something. Let me know you want to see more of me. If you don't drop nothing, that means y'all ain't feeling it. So, you get me when you get me. All right, let's go in here. Live view, what? On StreamYard. What? Let me see, I'm testing. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. No, man, don't be showing that. Yeah, you guys see, I haven't paid for the StreamYard thing yet because, like I said, I don't do this full time. So I don't know if that's something I want to invest in just yet. One day. I got other things going on, so I'll put my investments elsewhere. All right. This don't look right. Something's missing. Okay. Well, all right. So what do I have on my mind? First things first. Let's talk about what's going on. Past, present, and future. So I remember due to the things that I'm seeing now and the way I see things coming in the future, the thoughts that I have in my mind now remind me of when I was younger. That's a lot of light in my glasses. Man. Now I see. Now I don't. Now I see. Now I don't. All right. So, yeah, man, the thoughts that go through my head on a daily basis now remind me of when the older generation, when I was a kid and a teenager and whatnot, and how they would talk about how our generation was so messed up, right? Generation X is just, we're just terrible. The rap music and the kids, the way we were sagging our pants and no respect for authority and older people. And it's funny because now it's like I have some of those same thoughts as I'm older. I got 4 adult children and one 13-year-old. And they're not children, I call them, they're my children, but they're adults. I got 4 adults now and a teenager. The youngest one's a teenager. I got a granddaughter. All right. You guys know all about. If you guys have watched any of my videos, I'm proud of my family and I'm happy with with my family and how they've grown, how my boys have matured and everything like that. But yeah, so I hear the things that they talk about, and I'm on social media, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram. I get into Discord chats, and yeah, man, it's like it's a repeat. Like the cycle just keeps repeating throughout the generations. As we get older and we mature, then we see other people growing and living and whatnot, and we think the standards we had, or the older folks had, we didn't hold those standards, right? And so now Gen X are now the adults that are growing, and either we are or we're becoming grandparents. All right. So we're the adult generation now. We're the 40 and 50-year-olds. And I tell you what, man, the world is changing a lot, right? So let me see, what was I turned 20 in 1998. All right. So in 2008, when everybody was doing the Netflix and chill, I was 28 years old. It was like, I got it, right? I used to cut school and go hang out and stuff like that. So I just thought, like, to me, it was just something that we did at that certain age. And now, like, I look back and I see the repercussions of that. I see the repercussions of what I was doing as a teenager and whatnot. Back this up. Don't mind me. I haven't messed with my camera and stuff yet to see how I want to do this. Yeah, I gotta figure out. You guys like my new chair? It was a Father's Day gift. My kids got together. Oh, bring it back. All right. So yeah, I got a Father's Day gift. Kids got me a new chair. But yeah, so I see that we have repercussions for our actions, all right? And I think I spoke about this before. Gen X, we were the result of the boomer generation. What's up, Wanda? How you doing, bro? Right. Okay, I see you. Say, speaking of $20, bro, yo, one of my stocks today, if you look it up, it's called Quentas, Cuentas. The stock ticker is CUEN. Doubled up today, bro. Over 100% return. All right, I've been telling you guys about that. But I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, man, real quick. All right, so in the past, yeah, so pretty much each generation is a result of the previous generation, right? So we had the boomers, and I just start with the boomers because those are the people above me. All right, so we had the boomers, then we had Gen X, then we have Gen Y, which is like the millennials, and we have Gen Z, which are the youngest group that we have out there right now. Oh no, actually, I think Gen Alpha is the kids that are about to start school or something like that. Or we say Gen Alpha, and it seems like it's Gen Alpha because the world that, like, my granddaughter is growing up in is gonna be I think they're going to be called like Generation Alpha, something like that, because they're like the beginning, right? We have Gen Z, that's the end, right? So what's after Gen Z? We restart. It kind of seems like it's going that way. So anyway, in the past, there was a set of standards that was held, and the boomers, they gave up some of the standards that the silent generation had, and then the boomers, then Gen X, we were like, nah, we're not going to be like them. All right. So in Gen X, we kind of did our own thing. We split apart from the boomers and made the world our own. All right. The millennials, they're like the little brothers and the firstborns of the Gen X, right? The older Gen X. They kind of were thrown into a weird world that was changing like damn near every day, right? Because with Gen X, we went through a lot of change, and then the millennials came in and they had to put up with the results of that change, while at the same time we had all like the Gulf War, not Gulf War, we say the Iraq War, the September 11th, and all that mess, right? So that changed the world because it showed the power that I guess the elites of the world were how they were using their power, right? What they were really after. Okay, showed how they're collecting the. Whoa, what's going on here? Hey, let me know if you guys see that blinking going on. On my end, I keep getting like a blink. Is my Wi-Fi going out or something? All right, but anyway, so yeah, man. So in the past, that led us to the present, right? Everything was changing. The millennials were thrown into a world that was changing, and then, the millennials, and then Generation Z. They were in a world that Gen X doesn't really relate to, and the millennials were kind of like just trying to figure things out. There's a lot of millennials still trying to figure things out, right? Because their grandparents were boomers. What's up, Anthony? Glad you came through, son. Let's do this. All right. So the past is the past, right? We can't change what happened in the past, right? So we're in the present. We're in today, and we have all these generations living here, right? And the generations, we are a result of what happened in the past. Okay. So we're going to handle things. Each generation handles things differently. And so I see where my granddaughter and my youngest daughter, the world that they're going to have to grow up in, right? Their future. I'm trying to think of what kind of world they're going to have. And the only way that I can go about planning for them as a parent, as a grandparent, right, is to look at the present and see what's happening today, right? So a couple things, like I said, I got a lot on my mind, right? So let's start with a few things that are happening right now. First, BET. Did anybody watch that awards thing, the BET awards thing the other night? What was that? Honestly, what was that, right? So that's what I'm thinking as a Gen Xer, right? But then I got to look back, and they tried to say that thing that, what's that little country boy, Little Nas X, that show he put on was supposed to be an homage to Michael Jackson, right? Something like that. Like they were supposed to be giving Michael Jackson. So, bruh, that had nothing to do with Michael Jackson. Okay. But as we've seen over the years with the Beyonce and all these special type of shows, there's a message that they're trying to put out there, right? The message was being put out when I was a teen and stuff like that. So every few years, they replay these shows, right? They redo these types of imagery that they present to us. They want to get the minds of the younger generation. They're trying to teach each generation's younger people to think a certain way, and this is how they control the minds. It's like a propaganda thing, right? Okay, yeah, we know propaganda. When you hear the word propaganda, the first thing you think of is what happened World War II with that mess, right? So yes, there's propaganda being used against our children. Yeah, Wadner, you ain't lying, man. Most of the guys out there now are trash, bro. You're right. That's why I try to I prop up the younger guys that I know. My son does music and stuff like that. I try to get the word out. If you guys want to check him out, his name is Shizay, SHI space ZAY. Go check out his music. He's all over the streaming platforms. Really good artist. He's a lyricist. He makes his own beats, production, and all that, right? So you guys go check him out. Leave a comment on his music and stuff. Let him know what you think. I know I got different generations that come into my chat and stuff, and everybody comes from a different place in the world, right? And we all can think our own way, right? Depending on how we grew up, where we came up, and stuff like that. But what we can't do is deny what's being put out to us in the world. All right, we got all this propaganda, man. BET is like that award ceremony the other night is like the full show, man. That's what they want us believing, thinking, seeing, doing, right? That's what they want the younger generations doing. Okay, they want them to think that all of that is okay. Over the years in the past, now looking back, I can see what happened, man. They wiped out the standards that we live by, that we held each other to. All right, what was considered a man when I was growing up and becoming a man, it's completely different today, man. It's completely different. All right. Now, we got the BET show. Okay. So a lot of things happened on that show that I don't agree with, that my standards don't agree with at all. Okay. I'll leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys want to see it, you have to see it for yourself. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I'm going to tell you that I don't agree with about 99.998% of what I saw on that show. All right. Yeah, it's a whole mess, man. That this is the world that we're in now. Okay. This is what our presence is, because we have allowed our standards to get diminished through each generation. That's where we are. Okay. To the point that now, right? When you guys met me, one of my first YouTube things that I did when I found the manosphere. Okay, I came into the manosphere and I listened to a few brothers, a few of the top guys talking, and I made a video, and they were talking about men and the stuff that women were doing and stuff like that. And I heard some comments, and this is what tripped me up, man. I heard comments where guys were saying, well, the women do it too. Well, the women are doing it. I kept thinking to myself, bruh, like, this is a space called the manosphere, and I got some of the biggest names in the manosphere saying, but the women do it. The women do it too. Why not? The women do it. And I had to think to myself, damn, this is what men are telling other men. I'm going to do what the women do. That's our present day. This was only a few years ago when I heard this. Right? And so now, present day, as I go through the manosphere, you know, I used to respond a lot. Now I just hang out in the chats in the clouds and stuff. I just kind of watch, see who's saying what and who's doing what. We got some feminine men talking to the men. We got men that were raised by women that don't. So these guys don't know any better, because if they weren't raised as a man, because they were raised by a woman can't make a man, right? So we got men that were raised by a woman. Not a lot of men in their lives as they were growing up. So they only know how to respond the way mom responded to all situations, good and bad. All right. A lot of emotion. All right. And then what happens is, when you get feminine men that get in the right places, you know, because they talk the way mom talked, they lead the way mom led, right? And some of them, they dress the way mom dressed, okay? You know, all right, like I said, when I was growing up, there was a whole different meaning to being a man. Now it's every guy out there that has the parts says he's a man. But then half the generation says there's no such thing as a man. There's no such thing as a woman, right? This is the younger generations. This is what's happening present day. Present day. I ain't ruthless, bro. I'm just telling the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? I've already said it. I'm not saying nothing that I haven't said before. Just like I called it out before. I'd say somebody's suspect. They suspect, man. It is what it is. Everybody saw it. There's a reason that there are people that used to talk to the men and now they talk to the women. All right? There's people that are out here just for the money. They tell you they just for the money. And what happens? Men that don't know any better, they follow the money. They're not getting the money. The feminine dudes are getting the money because there's dudes that don't know any better listening to feminine dudes. Women, if you look at when the soap operas used to play, what's up, Blaze? Hey, you know what? Hold up real quick. I'm going to connect to I got to go to my YouTube channel on here because I think there's a couple guys that don't have wrenches and I can't see it on the StreamYard. So I'm going to put my channel up. Where's my channel at? You know what? I didn't get a notice. Ain't I supposed to get a notice when my channel is live? I didn't get a notice when my channel went live. So give me just a second, guys. I'll be real quick. Your channel. All right, there's that. Boom. Gotta mute it up. All right. All right, so let me check real quick. Dorian does not have a wrench yet. Oh, where'd you go? There you are. Nah, man. I didn't watch Edward's stream today. I didn't watch any Edward streams today. Right there, add moderator. Bam. All right, who else? Blaze. We're gonna make Blaze a moderator. Bam. I like having color in my streams. You guys go ahead and type something so I can make sure that you come up blue. If you don't mind, please. Man, Dorian, honestly, bro, present day, the way I see this thing going down, Manosphere ain't going mainstream. Yeah, Manosphere ain't going mainstream. Because I'm going to be honest, right? No hate. I'm just looking at what is, right? So, O'Shea don't do live streams, right? So what is O'Shea going to do to be mainstream? He'd have to change up and present a whole new show, right? So O'Shea don't do live no more, or barely. So O'Shea ain't going to go mainstream that way. He's great for YouTube because of the content he makes. All right, he's making those reviews and talking about those little topics and stuff. So unless he does a show where he's sitting up there longer talking about it, or he has to combine and do like his videos, he'd have to do 3 or 4 of his videos and make all of those into one show, and then maybe the mainstream will pick him up that way, but I mean, he's doing great right now with his numbers and stuff, right? So we got that. Nobody watches radio on TV, so you got to throw Obsidian out out with the trash, right? Because what does he talk about? All right, that the rest of the people are talking. He don't get on camera, so mainstream, that's out the window. He tried the radio thing, all right, so that's out. I could see Angry Man because Angry Man does a live show, and he talks about the topics. You know what I'm saying? He's got a lot of information. He breaks down his stuff. He does it live though. All right. He does it live. So I could see Angry Man maybe going. The feminine dude ain't a part of the manosphere. He's just a black dude that's on YouTube. He said it himself. He's not a part of the manosphere. All right, so that is that. Okay, he's gone. I don't know how to say it. He's breaking into the mainstream, but he's breaking into that BET crap that we saw the other day. All right, because that's what he's doing, right? He's that drama, that stuff that keeps the men and women separated. All right, so by him doing that, you know what I'm saying? He's got the women watching. And he's got men that don't know any better stuck in his chats, right? And they're reacting because they don't understand. They understand what he's saying. You know, he's saying what they're thinking, what built this space, what made the manosphere, right? Where guys could come together and talk about things. He took that information, you know, and put it out there, and he's using it as he talks to the women, but that's not going to last long. Okay, as far as going much bigger, you know, to each their own though, man. If they break out and they make it out, hey, great. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Right, you guys go get your money. You know, but like I said, there's so that's the old school manosphere as I knew it coming in. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Samuels was never really a part of that. He came in and he interacted, but he was never really there because the manosphere wasn't really feeling him. All right. And a bunch of people, we talked to him, and when we let it be known that we ain't feeling him, what did he do? He went over to the women and started talking to the women, right? But he said it. He's here for the money. So, like I said, he's not taking the manosphere wherever he's going. Whatever he's doing, manosphere is not with him. Like they might be on watching, you know what I'm saying? But he's not taking them with him. Okay, we need people to accept that. The men need to understand. Okay, what this space was for the fellas. What is on my face? I got scars and stuff. All right, I'm gonna have to get a camera. I'm gonna get one of those what's that camera thing that you guys have that you can do all the filters and stuff? Become one of these Decepticons. All right, but yeah, Blaze, man, yeah. He just took what the manosphere was saying, and now he's saying it directly to women, which originally the manosphere was here to tell you guys, stop arguing with these women. Men don't do that. You're not supposed to sit here and argue with women and all that. No. You have to affect the female mentally to get her to respect you. By arguing with her, you step into her realm, right? Because that's what they do. They talk to you, and as soon as you get a winning point, they switch it up, right? Just like we seen Mumble Boy. Every time one of these women does say something, then all of a sudden he switches up. Oh, what's your dress size? Oh, how much do you make? Like, okay, that yeah. Men are not the best friends of the female. We're supposed to be the leaders, all right? Now, I'm not saying you can't be friendly with your spouse, your girlfriend, your sisters, whatever, right? But you're not the best friends, man. We're supposed to lead. Now, how can you be a bachelor leading women? All right? How can you teach women how to have relationships when you've got a bunch of failed relationships? Like I said, the men don't know any better. All right. I'm not going to make this about him. I'm just saying what I'm seeing right now. What up, Aegon? Yes, sir. Oh, hey, did I give you? Did I give you a wrench? No, I didn't. Hold on, bro. Don't go nowhere. Bam. All right. So Aegon, you should be blue now. All right, but so like I said, a lot of the men don't know any better. They were raised by single women, single moms, so the majority of the time of their life growing up, these guys saw the way that the mom reacted to different situations, and so now we've got, like I said, this Z generation, a lot of the millennials, a lot of Gen Xers, right? We saw a transformation of what it is to be a man. Okay, so I have a different belief of what makes a man from what a lot of the younger guys have. You know, so it's hard, man. It's like I hold my tongue a lot when I'm interacting in a lot of these social media spaces. You know, because I'm trying to I'm trying to understand like what's going on. Why my screen keep flashing like that? All right, so I'm trying to understand. So I hold my tongue. I want to hear the guys out, and I hear a lot of what my sisters used to say when we was growing up. The reactions that I see from the men, a lot of guys, they talk the way my sisters talk growing up. Now, I'm adopted, and I was adopted by 2 black parents, and all of us turned out all right. You know, the boys turned into men. the girls became women, and you know, I've always said it, women are women, man. Women do what women do. Okay, they all I don't care where you're from, whether you're from America, China, Samoa, Japan. All right, women are women. Why? Because we are the logic, man. We are the ones that make things make sense. Okay, the women, they come in and they provide more fun. They take away that seriousness that makes the man. They make the man want to have fun. All right. So the more serious the man, you ever notice that, like, the more manly, I guess, according to the Generation X's version of man, the more manly the guy is, the more options he has with women. All right. Because he's showing more man characteristics. All right. Now, yeah, we see all that stuff with the ratchets and all of that. Yes, that's everywhere. Okay. Every generation, every country has good, bad, and everything in between. All right. But there are men that don't get the same results as other men. And it's not all just looks. It's not all just money. It's not all of that crap, man. It's how you carry yourself. Okay, you'll get more options depending on how you carry yourself. Point blank, period. All right. Now, if you're an attractive man, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get more options, because how you carry yourself is, hey, some of these dudes, like, I get it. I understand why they have problems with women or whatever. And I'm not saying all these guys have problems with women, but the ones who talk about it, let them talk. You know what I'm saying? I heard the guys that there's dudes out there that can't shut up. So I can only imagine him in his mind. I got to be the man. So he's going to keep on yapping. There's dudes that won't shut up. And they're going to have results with women that they don't like. Why? Because women want to talk. Women want to tell their stories. Women want to be heard. All right. So right there, you cutting your chances off right there. All right. But all right. So present day, man, the world is jacked up. Bill Cosby, right? We see what happened today. The same people who were all about the Black Lives Matter and all that today, go on social media anywhere today, Anywhere, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all of it. TikTok, man, they was going in. I never thought I'd see black people go so hard at Bill Cosby. Bro, this was America's dad, bro. America's dad. Everybody said, oh, no, he said he did it. No, read the transcripts again. He said he gave them, he handed them Quaaludes. He handed it to them. They knew they were taking it. They knew what they were doing. You mean to tell me in all those years, all the women, whatever. Hey, you know what? Like I said, nobody ever proved him guilty of anything. He did his time. They let him out because they messed up big time. Now there's going to be all kinds of lawsuits and stuff, so that'll be interesting to see. We'll watch it play out. The elites played their game. He was trying to buy, NBC or ABC. They said, nah, bro, you got money, but you can't have what's ours. That civil rights movement, that 60s shit, nope, throw that out the garbage. You got money, that's all you get. You don't get to own a TV station. No. That's present day, all right? We've seen what happened. There's another brother that was trying to buy a TV station and get on the satellite TV shows and all that, right? We've seen what they did to him. They shut him out. Same thing. All right? So we're going to keep fighting, and eventually somebody's going to break through. We're going to own a TV station. You know, the other feminine dude that's making all the movies became a billionaire, right? Moved to Atlanta. And he... Let me stop. I'm trying not to, but like I said, I gotta laugh, man. You see how it comes naturally, right? Atlanta be doing stuff to folks, man. People go out there and get turned out, whatever. But yeah, Medea, right? Medea's out there in Atlanta, got a movie studio and stuff. Became a billionaire, all right, by presenting ratchetness and stuff. We went from Bill Cosby trying to promote, nice, happy, healthy families and stuff to Medea. Man. You see what I'm saying? The generations, man, we let go of our standards. How do we go from Bill Cosby to Medea? Well, what was in the middle? Well, we have Martin. Yeah, it was funny. Ha, 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 right? But you look back on Martin, he was promoting the same stuff. And then they said he was crazy when he tried to change it up, when he tried to bring his standards back into his life. They said, no. Tu Wong Fu, bro. You doing it, man. Keep putting on the girl dresses and stuff. All right? Same thing. And look what happens. Every time we get a man that comes out doing manly stuff, they call him crazy. They try to get rid of him. He's X'd out. Cat Williams, same thing. They promoted him looking crazy. All the people that start saying things that made sense, they either get killed off. Don't make sense out here, bro. If you go mainstream, don't come out there saying too much. You might not wake up. All right? But now, this is what I was talking about. These younger guys, they don't know any better. Because now we got dudes, feminine dudes, all over the place. Look on the news. The newscasters, feminine. Who's that dude on the Breakfast Club? Yeah, you guys see, look. All I gotta say is Breakfast Club. You guys know who I'm talking about. All right? Dudes. Yeah, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. All right? So I don't even have to say names. But it's all over, everywhere, the media. And what are they doing? They're promoting men to be feminine. Why? Because strong men change the world. So you got to take the strength away from the men. Remember the Gillette commercial? A freaking razor commercial. right? What they do, they feminized all the dudes in there. They made them all into suckers, man. Punks. And what happened? Men disagreed with it, right? But there wasn't enough of them for it to really make a difference. They lost a lot of money, Gillette. So what they do, they changed up their thing. Right? Hey, come back to us. Come back. Buy our razors. Buy our foams and stuff. But not enough men, man. Why? Because the men are not thinking like men anymore. So I'm watching as the standards, they get diminished with each generation. All right. For example, damn, I don't want to go there. All right, I'm going to do it real quick. It'll just be fast. The manosphere. Once again, look at the generation that started the manosphere and look at where we're at now. You got dudes damn near willing to go to war over a dude that argues with women and has a lot of feminine behavior. The whole reason that the dude didn't have a big following on the manosphere, right, as it was changing, as the new generation was coming up, right, as more and more of the younger generation started coming into the manosphere, right, what they do? More women came along, more dudes that have been, whoa, what is this? Hold on. Old nigga selling out though. That's what I'm trying to say, man. I'm not saying, like I said, it's the standards have been diminished. The standards have been like what was a man. Let's just go back. Let's go to 1990, right? What was considered manly in 1990 today, some of us still carry that standard, right? But then every time I get into conversations about anything to do with men doing manly stuff, I hear more and more argument from the men of why that's not the way. All right, dudes that built this country were like, those guys didn't act the way that the men of the country act today. There are things that are happening today that would never have been allowed. Good and bad. Good and bad. All right? So I'm not going to say that everything that happened before was perfect and right. No. But we see where the weak spots are. All right? The leaders of the world, guys that can lie to you, bullshit straight to your face, get caught bullshit into your face. Guys that'll lie to you, be straight fraud, and people will defend that. What the hell standard is that? What part of the game is that? Fraud, straight lies. Now, had I came on and I said, oh, yeah, man, if I made up some kind of story, right, and I got caught up, say, Mike lied, man. Hey, Mike said this, and then, oh, man, we'd have 1,000 dudes out there just, MikeShinnery, blah, 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 right? But then at the same time, when we get on and we point out that same fraud and stuff like that, there are guys defending lies and bullshit. How do you build with that? How do you progress with that? You're right, Agon, man. Old guys, man, they still chasing ass that they never got. All right, so they try to make up for lost time. You know what? That reminds me of a note I wrote down the other day. Hold on, right here. Where is it? Right here. Okay. I heard this and it stuck in my mind. So I came home and I wrote it down. Okay. As a man, there's two types of pain that will affect us the most. Okay. There's the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. I'm going to say it again. I want you guys to really think about this. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Okay? So, pain of discipline. Okay? We live in America. In America, there are 4 ways to get wealthy. Okay? You can own your own business. You can invest in other businesses. You can invest in land and real estate. Or you can marry a rich bitch. Okay? There are 4 ways. All right? And yes, crypto counts as investing in yourself, in your own business. All right? So yeah, you can invest in crypto, right? Stocks. Invest in other businesses, right? Because that's what crypto is. You're investing in somebody else created a token, a type of money, a monetary system. If you invest in that, there's a possibility that you will gain wealth from that. All right? Then you take that money and you invest in other stuff, right? Okay, so the pain of discipline means that you have to be willing to sacrifice certain things to get the results you want. That's the pain of discipline. If you do not discipline yourself to get the things you want out of life, you will have the pain of regret. You will be that 50-year-old self-proclaimed bachelor, all right, talking crap to other people, talking down on other men, talking down on the women that you couldn't get. So, see, it's stuck in my head, man. Pain of discipline, pain of regret. I know I might sound like I'm a little bit all over the place, man, but hey, it makes sense to me, and it's not going to make sense to a lot of other people because we have different standards. All right? But that's okay. That's why I make my videos and other people make their videos, and you know, if we all come together, right? But the standards are so far apart now that when we try to bring them all together, it causes more chaos. You know, it got to the point where people are only wanting to stay around others that have their standard. Right? And that's how we are. We're tribal people. Not us black. Us as humans, we are all tribal. We find like minds and we bring them together. All right. Now, it doesn't mean that, you know, one likes basketball, one likes football, and they can't get along. No. You know, we can get along just perfectly fine. But there are certain places where people have standards that they're not going to let go. You know, Christian, Muslim, you know, stuff like that, right? Yeah, the difference is going to be big enough. The beliefs are going to be big enough that it's going to keep people from coming together. But that's why I say now the standards have diminished so much, and we've got these options, so many options of what standards you want to adhere to, right? That like the people that want us separated have made it. Like they damn near perfected the separation mechanism that they use to break up our tribal nature. All right. You know, you ask the pro-blacks, they're still telling the same story from the 60s. All right. But now we have people that are against the pro-blacks. It's because the pro-blacks didn't carry the same standards as the people who started those movements. Today's pro-blacks are not the same pro-blacks of the 60s, 70s. A lot of lies and fraud. All right. And that's what I'm noticing as past, present. So now I have to look at myself and say, okay, what's going to happen in my kids' generation as they go forward? because I can only teach them how to be successful in the world of today. Right? 4 ways to get wealthy in America. But what happens when they lock that down? Okay? If they make it damn near impossible because everybody becomes millionaires making with crypto, right? Or everybody learns how to join the wealth squad with me and we all get rich together and everybody starts buying up houses, right? Minorities wasn't supposed to buy houses. I just bought one again. All right. Round 2. Here we go. Now, what's going to happen in 5 years? Right. I'm gonna refinance my house in 5 years. Right. I'm gonna pull out about $35,000. I'm gonna go invest it into some other real estate. You know, and I'm gonna build up, my real estate portfolio, and rent out some houses. Maybe I'll flip some houses. All right. That's just that, and I make money in other ways too. All right. So as I get my money, I wasn't supposed to be able to do this. But while those people were so busy stealing the resources of the world, of other parts of the world, I was out here learning and getting my knowledge on. How did those wealthy people, everybody that teaches that, oh yeah, we were held out of the wealth and stuff of America. We weren't held out. The older generations just didn't know. They didn't do the research. They didn't know to use the stock market. They didn't know that you could invest in Coca-Cola and make all kinds of money. Okay, they didn't know. They didn't know that you could invest in companies and the companies pay you back. You could invest in McDonald's and McDonald's sends you money 4 times a year. Or Walmart, or Coca-Cola, Ford, the electric company, Verizon, AT&T. All right. What's up, D Remedy? Oh, hold up. That's another one. Don't got a wrench. I'm coming. Don't move. See, I'm going to wrench up everybody. I don't want nobody kicking nobody else out. I want to hear what you guys have to say, man. Whether you agree, disagree, whatever. Call me names. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a saying when I was younger, man, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words ain't supposed to hurt men. But I've heard men be broken down by words online from a stranger that they never met in person. Get all up in their feelings. When did that standard of not being emotional to another man's words, when did that standard go out the window? It's when the majority of men were being raised by single moms. Okay, standards went out the window. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here. I'm not going to defend single moms, but I can't put, 100% blame on them because women don't know how to raise a man. So women trying to raise men on their own can't do it. Okay, it's impossible. They're not men. They don't think like us. So what is the result? You get LeBron James crying because he lost a basketball game that had no effect on him going to the playoffs or a championship or nothing like that. But he's crying, throwing fits on his way to the locker room. And then I hear guys say, no, that's passion. Nah, bro. No, I played sports all my life. I never cried because we lost. But then again, I also boxed. I did martial arts, right? So I knew how to take a punch and I got hit. And you get hit, and if you fall down, you get back up and you're all right. We learned that when we were younger. So there's something that's happening when these women are raising boys. At some point, the boys learn to react emotionally with emotion. I never lost. Those are only in words. All right, God, I hear you, bro. I hear you. You know, but like I said, man, there's something going on. Is something in the water. I don't know. These women raising men can't do it. Hey, what's up, Bob? Hey, I heard you going in the other day on my boy. You can't be bullying people like that. You was clouding. You know, he's my boy and everything, but this is why, Bob, you have never heard me argue with women. Bomb, you probably been around since I came in. I think you were one of the people that one of the females that I interacted with the most in the manosphere space. So Bomb could be my witness. You know, she has no reason to have to defend me. You know what I'm saying? I got a woman, she's got a man. We both got families and stuff. She has no reason to have to defend me, but she'll tell you I've never argued with women online. That's one of those standards that we had growing up in my generation. So other guys will say, oh, you got to argue them. You got to tell them off. You got to break them. You know, okay. We see how well that's going. We see how well the arguments are going. So what's happening? Okay, we got one of the dudes from the manosphere, soft-spoken. All right, got some feminine attributes. He can speak and relate to the women very well. And he's giving them attention. All the attention they can handle. And so they're lining up out the door to get that fame and fortune, right? He don't care. He's making money. Remember what I said about standards? He don't care. He's making money. Some people will throw their standards out the window for the money. No, Aegon, we didn't date. She had a family and I had a family when we met. But Aegon. So yeah, that's like I said, standards. All right. So now we got a dude that's swarming the space with women. These women are popping out of the woodwork all over the place. Some good, some bad. Like I said, we got everything in between, right? Good, bad. Okay. Not that there's a problem with women existing, but my generation, when the boys got together, that's what it was. The boys got together. The women did their thing. All right. Every once in a while, you bring the people together. We party, we have fun, it's a good time. All right. But there were standards. Now we got dudes that go to female spaces and then come back and react to what guys are saying in the guy space based on what the women said in the women's space. What's up, Laro? Oh, you know what? Hold up. Fair is fair. Everybody that comes in here gets a wrench. And how did I not? Okay, there we go. Bomb, go ahead and say something so I can see you got a wrench. All right. So the standards. What standards are we living by in this day? Okay. We need to get back to the circles, right? Like you're supposed to have a circle of people that carry the same standards as you, and that's how you will progress in doing the things you want to do. That's present day. That's what I have to teach my kids, right? Is to seek out those people that have similar standards as yourself. You can learn from others. Okay? You can learn from other people's standards stuff. I'm not saying to excommunicate anybody who doesn't have your standards. Listen, learn, observe. All right? Because you can learn. Things might change from hearing other people out. All right? There's nothing wrong with that. Hear people out. Like I tell people all the time, I have traveled the world. I have been all over the world, damn near every continent. Is that weird or equality? The rainbow people has always been here, though. Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't belong. I have nothing wrong. I have nothing against homosexuals or anything like that. I have nothing against them. But what I say but, that's wrong. Because everything before but is a lie, right? So what I don't agree with, it's not the homosexuals, it's the him, her, it people. Because there's L, G, B, T, Q, and I don't know what they call themselves, but if you're non-binary, then you're saying that the L doesn't exist, the G doesn't exist, the B doesn't exist, the T doesn't exist, right? Because what's a transsexual if there's no gender? How did they all get looped up into the same? See what I'm saying? The standards are jacked up. Even the LGBT people, they let loose their standards too much. So now they got people in there saying that you don't have a gender. So if you don't have a gender, you can't be gay. You can't be transsexual. You can't be someone who changed their gender if you have no genders. Make that make sense. You know, like I said, the standards, man, even that community has relaxed their standards. All right, we gotta get back to having some kind of standards. You know what I'm saying? Like, how far are we willing to let people go? Because the people at the top, the elites, in case you guys haven't noticed, they're trying to lock us down again. Okay, I don't have regular TV in my house. I have TVs that are connected to the internet, but we don't have like ABC and CBS and none of that. I don't have paid cable. Only have internet coming into the house. Okay, you know, we have Netflix, so that, you know, when the granddaughter comes over or if they want to go watch movies and stuff, some of their older movies come out. You know, wifey wants to sit down, the girls sit down, watch a movie or something in the living room. They could do that. You know, when we watch sports. I know how to watch sports through the internet, you know, fights and stuff like that. You know, me and the boys, we watch basketball. The game's going on right now. Hey, Phoenix Suns, what you know about that? But anyway, the standards, okay? Past, present, future. Where are we going to go from here? You know, now, the generation before me used to say the same things that I hear today. Oh, it's finished. It's over. The world's coming to an end. Blah, 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 blah. Right? They used to say the same things that we're saying today. But I do have to ask myself, like, how much further do we go from here? Because past, present, future. In the past, what happened to the Greeks? What happened to the Romans? And what happened to the British when they started wearing skinny jeans and boots? That British Empire. Look up the Victorian era. Look what happened right after that. After they stopped, put on them kitten heels and then the tight jeans, the British Empire fell. The Romans learned plumbing from the Egyptians, and then what did they do? They went and built bathhouses, right? And the men started taking baths together. All right. Do I have the HVM channel, bro? Man, look, you speaking a whole other language when you talk like that to me. You guys have heard me say that before, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. Okay, I've said it already enough times in the chats. High value male, that is female talk. That comes from women. Whenever in history did men say to another man, hey, that guy is a high value male? That's some bullshit. That is some shit that women came up with. I'm just going to throw that out there. And I've said it multiple times in multiple chats. High value male. When I need a plumber, I call a plumber. When I need somebody to fix my roof, I call a roofer. When I need somebody to do some taxes, I call the accountant. When I need somebody to fix a computer, I call MikeShinnery. When I need somebody to do a good haircut, call MikeShinnery. Right? Call a barber. Call a PC technician. Right? Everybody can be high value at different points in time. There's no such thing as a dude that's high value all the time. It's bullshit. But let them tell it. A feminine man telling you stuff that women say all the time. He sounds like the women and he repeats women rhetoric. And what happens? These men that were raised by women, single women, they start believing the female rhetoric talk coming from feminine men. And then you get what has happened to the present day manosphere. That's where we're at right now. Past, present, future. We relax the standards so much that dudes are listening to guys that will lie to them, proclaim to be something they're not, over and over and over again. And then even when they get caught, kind of like women, right? We all talk crap about the Pookie Ray Ray, the whole Pookie Ray Ray episode that happened for a few years, right? All these guys that talk crap about the Pookie and how the Pookie is so bad and the women just keep going to him, right? The women keep going back to Pookie. He's so bad, they keep going back. Well, look at what the men are doing. When they know that guys are lying to them, they keep going back. When they know the dude's a fraud, they keep going back. Just like the women do. So that's why I was upset when I found this space and I heard guys say, well, the women do it too. Because now you got a whole bunch of men, thousands of men acting just like the women. They're doing what the women do. They're making bad choices. Men following feminine men are going to make the men less manly. And what happens to a society of feminine men? Britain, Rome, Greece, Egypt. I can't make this shit up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like, I don't consider myself like a super smart dude. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys that I hear that are way smarter than me, that I consider like the way that they think, they're like way, way above my thought processes. You know, because I stay busy. I'm always doing other things. So I'm not really thinking about things like every day, you know, but then like now that I have more time and um, like I work on computers. So when I'm working on a computer, I got the internet going. I got sounds for distraction and stuff like that. Right. So I get tired of playing the same music from, my generation over and over and over again. So I turn on the YouTube or something and I listen to what other people are talking about. See what's going on in the world. I got my own things going on, right? And so let me see what else is going on out there because I got to keep up. I got to know what my children, my adult children, and my teenager, what's going on in their world, right? So I talk to them, but I have to talk to the people that they're going to interact with in life. I got to see what's out there when they go out the doors of my home, what's out there, all right? What is presently happening so I can prepare them for what's to come. He said they get sacked by barbarians. That's what's going to happen to the feminine men. That's right. If we listen enough, if you ask everybody what's wrong with what's happening in their world, man. All right. So I always tell people stop pointing the finger out. Right. Stop doing all that. Right. Take that energy, turn it around, bring it to yourself. Start fixing yourself, working on yourself. Right. Because you can't fix what's out there if this is broken. Okay. Because if this is broken, it's going to keep leading you to more broken shit. All right. So you got to fix what's going on here first. What's up here. All right. 10 bad bitches in a mansion and Mike's here. Hey. In my heyday, I have enjoyed the presence of, you know what? That's in the past. We're going to leave that over there. That's when my standards were low. Okay. As I got older, my standards did increase. So I have to ask myself, going into the future, these people that I see as the society having low standards, will they change their standards? Will it get better for them going forward? I think I turned out all right. And I was wild. I was, I was doing things that I shouldn't have been doing that I'm glad my kids, for the most part, I'm glad my kids didn't do. They've told me some of the things that they did get away with and all that. I'm not mad at them because I was bad, right? I'm just glad they didn't get hurt, and they don't have none of the stories that I have. So that's a good thing. That's a plus, right? The fear of the internet. Everybody knows everything now. Somebody's taking a picture somewhere, right? Yeah. So dad's gonna find out what's going on, but I lost track, man. It threw me off. But yeah, so all right, past, present, future, man. That's where we're at. I believe it's the standards. All right. But let's change that up real quick, man. So we talked about Bill Cosby. We talked about the feminine men, manly women. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. When did the women become manly? I'm not going to go in, not in this space, not with this crowd. This crowd knows already anything that I could say about manly women. Everybody in my chat room right now already knows anything I would, could, or have to say about manly women. All right? It's ass backwards. We got men acting feminine and women acting manly. That's it. Hold on just a moment. Hold on. My dog's growling. Give me just a sec. Keep going. Who are you barking at? Stop it. What the? What are you barking at? What are you barking at? Stop it. All right, my bad, guys. My bad. I'm back. Yeah, my dog's spazzing or something. I think she had a bad dream. Went out there, she started barking at me. Like, what the hell? No, we holding that standard. I'm the alpha around here. She's a bad bitch, though. All right. I'm watching. Nah, man. Nah, Zamira, she'll like feminine man. She ain't gonna play that. She needs somebody that's tougher than her. She's a German Shepherd, you know. She's a tough. She's she's a female dog that's damn near like some of these manly women that are out there, right? German Shepherds. All right. We all know the female German Shepherds are the worst. They're rough and tough. Yeah, I didn't get 8, man. Yeah, she didn't flip on me yet. But yeah, man. So yep, feminine men, manly women, standards down the drain, right? Crypto. Okay, the crypto. Everybody's making money off of this crypto. The elites, they relaxed their standards. They got comfortable. All right, they thought they had control of everything, and the people turned around and said, "We ain't playing your game no more. We're gonna make our own form of money and barter, change up the barter system." And here we are. All right, there's nothing they can do about it. So now all they can do is join in and try to get as much control as they can over the people who will still let them have control. All right. So there's going to be people out there that always want a controlled system. They need a banking system. They need somebody to teach them how to control their money. Excuse me. And so we're always going to have some type of banking system, some type of elitist system where people try to control your money flow and all of that. Yep, sheep. Yep. We have the answers. Hey, that's what I'm saying. So every time, if you look at all the problems in the world, it always comes down to relaxing standards. All right. Things that get better come from changing the standard to a new standard. Right. You know, like internet and satellite made communication better. So that we changed the standard, right? Everything used to go through a wire. Now we got things going through the air, right? The aliens came and gave us this technology. You know what I'm saying? So now we can talk to each other all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're in Philly, Florida, you know, New York, I'm in Arizona. I got people in Hawaii, right? So now we can communicate all over the world. Wires and air, right? So we change standards. So changing standards doesn't make everything worse. It can become better. But yeah, like I said earlier, a little while ago, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here in a second because this went way longer than I thought. But the transfer of wealth is happening again. All right. Like I said, the elites are playing this game with this COVID. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. All right. Well, when this world virus started, they told us every 5 to 10 years it was going to keep coming back. Right? So what do they keep telling us now? Right as everybody started getting comfortable again, they told us, oh, there's a new variant. Right? Right as everybody, just as all the states started relaxing, even when California said, hey, you know what? Why don't you guys go to Disneyland? Why don't you guys get together, have some parties, you know, shoot each other in the foot? All right. Just as California started to relax their standards out there, what did they say? Oh, we might have to close this down again. It's back and it's better. All right. I heard a rumor that this world virus came out and they created something to fight the world virus. And what they created to fight the world virus was worse than the world virus. It has the same effect on the body that the AIDS virus has on the body. The supposed AIDS virus. Okay? That's what I heard. The things they give you in that shot are supposed to have the same effect that AIDS has, to where it kills the body's ability to fight off germs and disease. So what happens in 2 years when a bad flu bug comes out and your body can't fight the flu? Well, what happens when your body can't fight the flu? You get pneumonia. And what happens to old people when they get pneumonia? Well, then they don't collect any more Social Security checks. And who's affected by that? If you follow that money train, the elites, right? No more Social Security. Chad 19. Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not worried about the world virus. Don't scare me. But I'll tell you what, I ain't gonna get that shot. Todo bien, hermano. What's up, Third Ward? Like I said, I heard a rumor that the cure, just like cancer, the cure is worse than the disease. You guys do your own research, look it up, look up the parts, look up what's inside those things, and see what's in there. Do some research, right? Some real research. You know, don't go on YouTube and listen to some fool, you know, making a video out of his bedroom and just say, "Oh, well, yeah, hey, MikeShinnery said, hey, this shit gives you AIDS." No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I heard a rumor that vaccine that fights off that world virus is supposed to kill your body's ability to fight off that world virus. So, I took all my jabs when I was a kid, man. Got in that boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking no more jabs. I'm evading, you know? Duck and move, duck and move. Okay? That's right. No shot gang. Hey, you know what, Aegon, bro? That's what I'm saying. You know, the standards, bro. How many people, but I will get it. How many people would get that shot so that they could travel out of the country? Like I said, the relaxing of the standards. You see? And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. People have relaxed their standards to the point, dudes, to go get some ass in another country. Like I tell people, travel, go see the world. But if you got to take that shot, I don't recommend getting that jab. Like I said, I heard a rumor. The jab, the shot is worse than the disease it's meant for. Okay? Now, yeah, people are fine right after they get it. Some people weren't so fine, right? But if it does have that effect, and some people went and got 2 or 3, there was like, you had to do a couple shots, right? Why? How come Johnson & Johnson, you just need 1, but you go to other guys and you got to get 2 or 3? So what are they putting in all this stuff, right? Then they tell you, oh yeah, just go pick one. It's like playing Russian roulette. All right? And people fell for it. They relaxed their standards so much that they let the people on the TV tell them what to do. All common sense has gone out the window. All right. Well, at the same time, they told you couldn't go to the mall, but Walmart can stay open 24/7. The mall got to shut down, but the super center could stay open. That's where we at. And people fell for that shit, man. To the point where people are arguing, put your mask on, with people out in public. And I'm sure everybody's seen it now. You get in your car on your way to work or wherever you're going, and you see somebody in their car wearing their mask. Bro, what the fuck? That's where we at. The elites have succeeded in relaxing the standards so much, people don't think for themselves no more. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. I appreciate you, Third Ward. Was Taz in here talking? Making. Hey, you know what? No. Let's do this. Wait, what did he say? Drill. Yeah, well, where'd the flu go, right? So, yeah, the people forgot all about everything else. School's about to start. Do they still make the kids go get the chicken pox and the measles and all that? What is it? Measles, mumps, and rubella. MMR shot. Measles, mumps, and rubella. Is that still a mandatory thing for kids to go to school? Because I know in Arizona they just relaxed where you couldn't make the kids go get the shot for the world virus, and you can't force them to wear the mask. If I remember right, they don't have to wear the mask in the schools. That's in Arizona. I don't know what the other states are doing. All right, hold on. Hey, don't kick him out or nothing. Let me see what he's saying. You can for real time me out with 3 people watching. Wow. I don't know if you can see the chat, but I myself did not time you out. Yeah, don't time him out. Let him say what he's gonna say. Because this is my standard, right? Now, I'm gonna say this one time only, bro. We ain't here talking about standards. So he says he's trying to support, respect. You come in here, you be respectful. We can be respectful, bro. But that's what we talking about in here. All right, the standards. But at the same time, yeah, everybody got to be respectful. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want that mess going on in here. All right. So I'm just gonna do it like this. When I was in his chat, I didn't agree with everything he said, but he let me live. He didn't agree with everything, about me. He let me live. So I want to hold that standard, because I was just saying we got to be able to accept people that have different standards, that have different ways of life and different mentalities, right? Okay, so yeah, I'll keep the peace in here. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna let him live because he let me live when I was in his space. So over here, I'm gonna let him live as long as there's no BS. All right. But yeah, so the transfer of wealth, the whole Walmart and the malls and all that, all right? A lot of the people that own the malls of America are not part of this globalist society. But we do know the people who are, how do I say, the people that allow Walmart to be Walmart in America and now around the world. They are part of that one world government, global elitist movement that's happening. Okay, so there are certain billionaires that they try to starve out by closing up all them strip malls and those businesses, because who owns all that land, right? It's them billionaires. So they try to starve them out by making those businesses close down. And in all them big cities, let all them riots and shit happen. All right? They let shit burn down. Why? Because the insurance company's going to pay for it and all that. So they don't worry. They didn't take no L's. All right? But they let Walmart stay open. You really got to think, follow that money train. All right, but so, all right, let me know what you guys think, man. Like, throw up some ideas up there of standards you think that need to come back, to keep us from continuing down this train that we're going. Like I said, from each generation, we've relaxed the standards. Aegon, I don't know. I think it was. You know what I'm saying? Hey, people come and go. Usually, like, my shit only says between 3 and 20 people in my chat, and then I'll get off of here and it'll say that I got like 50 something odd views or whatever. So I don't know what it is, man. People might be coming and going or whatever. And see, Blaze said it's a consolidation. Neo-feudalism is on the horizon. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do, man. They're trying to do this one world government. They're trying to get everybody on the same page. That's why what happened in Florida. I don't know if you guys know about them hotels in Florida, but those hotels are where a lot of dignitaries from other countries came and stayed when they were in Florida. I guess those buildings that got knocked down the other day or blown up, demolished, whatever you want to call it. They say a sinkhole swallowed it. Nah, bruh. Nah. One of my favorite movies is Casino. And you watch that movie, and somehow in the movie Casino, they were able to make a demolition of a bunch of casinos look just like a sinkhole swallowing buildings in Florida. How could they have predicted that future? All right. But anyway, what happened in Florida, they keep saying that there's still people missing. And there were some wives of some dignitaries from other countries and stuff like that. So that was a sign. You know what I'm saying? Remember in, was it Scarface? No, Godfather. Remember when they put the horse in the dude's bed? The horse head? That's what that Florida mess is about. Message. The cornfield scene with the bit. Yep. All right. That was a message. That's what happened in Florida. All right. Somebody got back in line. Either that or somebody's, calling some friends and saying, look, man, these guys over here, they took out my wife. They took out my wife's family. I need some get back. And so what's the easiest way to lock down the people? war. All right. They did it to the Asians after World War II. Didn't they have some Japanese camps and stuff like that? They had Chinese camps. They currently have South American camps. After the Civil Rights Movement, they built prisons. We call them some camps, right? So they love them camps. But now the elites are not, it's not a nationality thing anymore. Okay? There's the controllable and the uncontrollable. So it's like we were all playing a little game. Some people are so stuck in their standards that they're going to fight back hard. Some people know how to maneuver to survive. Shout out to all my brothers, because we've been ducking and diving, right? All our lives. We know how to move. We know how to make moves. We know how to survive. Yeah, that building had nothing to do with the country infrastructure, bro. I'm not believing their stories. Okay, I saw September 11th. I saw that movie. Yeah, Casino. That's one of my favorite movies, man. That's the first thing that came into my head when that first building came down during September 11th. And here we are. What year is this? 2021? 20 years later? And they demolished another building with some foreign dignitaries. That's what they're called, foreign dignitaries. But yeah, man. So right now, it's the controllable and the uncontrollable. So now everybody's on some form of list. Those who got the shot, those who got the weed card. You know, everybody gave up their standards for those little things that they want. Now everybody's on a list. Shit, me, I'm over here buying up guns. So I'm sure I'm on some list. But then, fuck it, I'm ex-military, so I've already been on a list. But we're all on some kind of list, all right? So now they can make moves to take out the people they need to take out, to remove people they want to remove. People don't believe me, but the world virus got rid of a shit ton of social security checks that was going to be handed out over the next 10 to 15 years. So if they do that every 5 to 10 years, all right. And I'll tell you what, since Taz is in the building, Taz, go ahead and type in the chat real quick about them. Was it Georgia, the Guidestones or something like that? There's a message on there. There's a message in those stones. Okay. Years ago, they told us how they want to control the world. And the sad part is the people that helped put up those that message on those stones or whatever. Population, reduction. The people that put those stones up are now running the free world. Think about that. The people who are responsible for making that message get put on them statues, and so the guide stones or whatever, that same element of people are now in charge of America. They are running the free world. I'm telling you guys what is, man. That's present. That's why I put up there. I got thinking out loud, past, present, future, man. Am I shaking my camera too much? My bad. But yeah, man, I got 5 people that look up to me for guidance and instruction. All right. So I do got to think about these things that I see in the world. All right. And sometimes my boys will come and sit with me and we'll listen to some of the things we hear and see in this manosphere space because there's so many different people and stuff like that. You know, Rodner, bro? Hey, you're right, man. It's going to hurt some feelings to hear the truth, right? But, like, what's the alternative? Let the lie live? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if we got to hurt some feelings, man, I've had my feelings hurt. Shit, my mom gave me away when I was a kid. My mom told me she was going to come back and get me. I had a social worker come and tell me, oh, yeah, your mom decided to give you up for adoption. 8 years old. I was red pilled at 8 years old. Okay? At 8 years old, I had to learn that she ain't shit. So that's how I grew up. Right? Now, I wasn't mad at all women for that. I just knew you can only trust them so far. That's that. Once you learn that lesson, you go on with your life, man. Proceed. You get your standards. Keep your standards. And you move that way. You live, you learn, and you keep it moving. That's what we all need to be doing. You know what, though? Hey, bro. Honestly, I don't get a lot of people that watch my shit. You know, I'll get 50 to 100 views, something like that, and it'll take about 2 or 3 weeks for that to happen. You know, so people ain't. It's not like people gonna be talking to each other about, oh yeah, MikeShinnery said this, MikeShinnery said that. So I ain't even worried about it. I say my part. I tell people, hey, come check it out. You don't come check it out. It is what it is, man. I can only help who I can help. ¿Por qué no tienes miles de suscriptores? ¿Y qué se rompió? Man, you know what? My sons, I think Anthony. Oh, Anthony was in here. He might have left already. He might have got bored with me. Talking like, oh, he always talking this shit. But you see what I'm saying? I do. I talk to my boys about the same shit that I say online. In fact, majority of the shit I say online comes from me talking to my boys because I do have to help guide them through this world. That's why I can't agree with feminine dudes leading other men. Because a feminine dude is the same as women raising men. Women cannot raise men. Women cannot make a man. They can birth a male. They cannot teach a man to be a man. That's why even the women that try their damnedest to be a man can't be a man. Because they don't think like men. So feminine men should not be leading other men. But too many guys were raised by single moms, so they don't know any better. Now they have a guy spitting the same rhetoric that mom would say, and so here we are. Now, Wagner, I did, man. I found my mom when I turned 23. She reached out to some agency. My ex-wife had posted some stuff online. She found the post and she reached out. We went and saw her. Um, and I learned her story and all that. And so it's like, what could I do? You live and you learn, you move on, right? So I got her story. We built a relationship as much as we could. I did find my brothers and cousins and stuff like that, though. So I do have, I have a lot of family all over the world. And so I was able to get back in touch with the people I remembered from when I was 5 years old. Right, the people I do remember, I was able to keep in touch. I have an aunt, my tia she's out in Florida now. My brother Edwin, he's out in Texas. So I was able to get back in touch with them. Found out we had some other family members that we didn't know about until we were grown ass men. So the effery went on and on and on. So it is what it is, but that happened, man. So yeah, she passed away in 2012, but I do have I can say that part, the answers that I needed growing up, I got between 2000, when I turned 23, 2001. Yeah, January 2001 and 2012. I got the answers that I needed when, to figure out what caused me to come who I am. So that's why I say, man, all these dudes that are when they they lash out about what women are doing to them as grown men. It's because I went through it at 8 years old, I have to accept that a lot of those guys, if they were raised by a single mom, they're reacting because they might be seeing in other women things that they saw in their mom, or they're looking for something to replace they want something that's the opposite of what raised them or who made them, but all of that lashing out and all that, it does come from a relationship. A lot of it comes from a relationship with a single mom. So if that part hurts feelings, so be it. That's something that they have to look in. So when people say, "Oh, you need therapy," you might need some fucking therapy, men and women. I went to therapy as a kid. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was bad. Hey, I was bad, bro. And so when I learned how to game the system to where my adopted parents, when they didn't know what I was doing, they could no longer send me to therapy. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's easy. We can point out the frauds and the lies and stuff like that. Every once in a while, it takes quite a bit for somebody to pull some bullshit past me. Now, I'm not saying I'm a fucking perfect investigator and shit. I'm not all of that. I'm just saying certain things, and everybody has it in them. It's just that sometimes maybe I pay more attention to other people's moves than others. I'm very trusting to some people, and I'm not trusting at all to some others. But we all have it in us, man. We all see it. We all got common sense, all right? Or at least we hope. We hope. We want everybody to have common sense. Effeminate uncle's cooking. Hey, yeah, man. Y'all leave Kwame Brown alone, man. I thought I was all over the place. That dude's all over the place, man. I don't know what triggered him to come out now. Did like when did he get out of the NBA? Or did he get out? Like, what's going on with that dude? Like, what made him lash out now? See, he's doing that same thing. Like, somebody hurt him. Who hurt you? I'm gonna stop. Kwame Brown, come on here and give me some of Mama's hot chili. Yeah, Dorian, that's what I'm saying, man. What made him come out now? Like, did somebody like what was the initial thing that had him? Because I know he like first couple days he just was throwing names all over the place. So I think I must have missed when his initial blow up. Because by the time I heard about it, it was already like everybody was talking about it. So I missed whatever it is that I'm sorry, man. I keep shaking this camera. I'm gonna stop. I got still like a robot. Don't move. Stack. And Matt Barnes got him mad. Oh, okay. Steve Jackson. Okay. All right. So he said something and somebody else must have reacted. So he's just started going in on everybody that he's ever talked to. Yeah, Charlemagne, man, that punk. And see, he's one of those people that the standards, bro. It's like he has no standards. He's so full of shit. Bro Wadner, man, look. So Bernard has a thing about me because I would be in B1 spaces, and so I guess he thought I was like ultra B1 guy or something, and so he's just had a thing out for me ever since, or whatever. I don't know. So he's always trying to catch me in some contradictory black female thing. Like, I was never that guy. If you look at all my videos ever, I was never the guy that's like, black women are great and queens and all that shit. I was never that guy. So I don't know what, Bernard has this thing. Maybe he disliked Taz that much that, I got that invisible stamp on the side of my head or something. I don't know. Ramil. And I got respect. I got respect for those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got no beef with none of them. Ramil, I respect. I did go up. I think the first time we ever talked was when I first found the Manosphere space. I think I caught him at the right time because they were in there bitching the way Obsidian was talking, and I said something about how come every time I come around these spaces, dudes are just complaining about women. Like I said, that was when I first found the Manosphere, so I wasn't quite familiar with the space yet, and so I think he thought I was trying to take a shot at him when I was actually trying to have, because I respected Ramil, I was trying to have an actual conversation with him about it, and he just took it as I was in there like trolling the Manosphere or something like that. So, yeah, like he don't say nothing bad to me or nothing like that, but yeah, we just never had that space. And yeah, y'all already seen Bernard, man. Like Bernard, I can't spit no logic in Bernard's channel, man. That boy, yeah, he be getting mad. He'll let me, if I cash app it, he'll let it go. But 2 or 3 cash apps, and he'll be like, block him, time him out, get him out of here. It is what it is, man. Like I said, the standards, bro. It's not like I'm telling any lies. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not mad. I'm not. I didn't come on here to make money. I saw people that needed a man figure in their life, and I saw the results that I had with my boys, and I figured, you know what? If I can make my boys come out like that, maybe some of these dudes need to hear the message that I gave to my sons. Maybe if I share that out there with them, maybe it helps somebody out. Okay, I didn't come on YouTube to make money. Why? Because you guys see how often I post. I don't. All right? I didn't come on here with a plan to make all this money and all that. And it's not a thing like, it's not like me trying to fucking guilt trip nobody or nothing like that. No, I make videos because I see the results of the world. I see how the standards go down and down and down and down and down. I have 5 kids that I have to release out into the world every day. You know what I'm saying? If I can help people, I will help them. Ramil promotes being a porn star and has zero integrity. You know what? That's the thing. That's the standards. Everybody's got different standards, man. That's the thing that, like, we can go to the highest levels, you know, go to the religion, the spiritual people, stuff like that, right? Like today in this world, like I've spent years in Japan, right? In Japan, I can call and say they're some of the most respectful people in the world. But you ask the Koreans and the Chinese when they dealt with the Japanese and the rape and pillage that they did to Korea and China, you know, they'll tell you Japan's the worst place in the world, or the worst people in the world. So, yeah, the standards are all over the place, and that's what I'm saying. We have to learn to pick our own standards. And like I said, you don't have to be best friends with somebody. If you can learn from them, learn from them. Take the good, you know what I'm saying? Leave out the bad. But they say chew the meat, spit out the bone, right? Because everybody knows something. Everybody knows something. And one of the things that I've learned over the last couple of years, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know how much you don't know. All right. And we see it all the time because like we could see in conversations when people's eyes get opened, you know, and respect to Aegon, man, because Aegon does ask those questions. And it comes off as he's actually wanting to learn or wanting new information. You know, so that's why I got a lot of respect for that dude, because oh hell no. Nah, bro. Why you gotta throw that on me? Aegon, what's up with that, man? Why you gotta throw, why of all the people you could damn. Nah, bro. Nah, not that one. Nah. That's just rude, Aegon, man. I was just giving you a compliment. You threw that on me? Trying to hex me and shit? Nah. That's one of those things that I don't accept certain types of behavior. And Concrete, I've never had no beef with her personally, but I've seen her when she unleashes her sisterhood, and it wouldn't work. It couldn't work. Just like I tell the fellas, walk away. Like I said, I got no beef with her. She's just not for me. You know? Just like a lot of people ain't for me, and I'm not for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be okay with that. You can't live your life to please everybody, and you can't expect everybody to want to please you. That's why, like I said earlier, we got to get those circles. You know what I'm saying? Get the like-minded people together, you know, and you guys progress and work towards something, towards the future. And stop reacting to what bitches say online. God damn. Every time I hear somebody say, oh, but Cynthia G, fuck her. Why the fuck do you guys care what she says? All right, Wagner. All right, I see you. Yeah, spicy. I like them hot. You know what I'm saying? I like them hot. I don't mind some spice on my rice. But yeah, man, we gotta, like, when I see dudes, like, if I go to a channel, and Obsidian used to irk me with that shit, because he used to be naming these magazine articles and these women's channels and stuff. Like, why are you reacting to what women say in their space to each other? Like, why is that so important to you? Why not make your stuff as a man, not as a reaction to women? Why are you reacting? You're supposed to be the action, not the reaction as a man. Okay? The man is like this. The hole doesn't come and swallow you. Okay? You're supposed to poke the hole. Okay? You're supposed to be the action. Make that make sense? I hope you guys understood that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not the smartest dude out there, but that made sense to me. Men are action. Women are reaction. They react to what men do. Men who lead, they follow. Men who win, they follow. Men who build, they follow. It is what it is. So some, they follow. Like, I've heard people say, oh, that's the wrong guy to follow. Not if that's the best that she's got. If that's what she can relate to, that's what she's going to go follow. He said, put some respect on Cynthia G name, Mike. She's the GOAT. The GOAT of what? The GOAT of what? Like I said, I got no beef with her personally, but I'm just tired of hearing her name coming out of dudes' mouths. Like, what is that? Why are men reacting? Where's your action? What are you doing? Why are you reacting to what women are doing? Why are you reading women's magazines? Why are we watching women's shows? Like, that's the weirdness that, like I said, we got too many men that were raised by single women. They don't know any better. All right. They haven't, there's some oomph that hasn't been put into them that's got a lot of dudes acting and doing the things that they do that we see online. Can I stop it? No, I can't. So I've had to accept it. But shit, if I can't point it out, maybe make them have to step back and look at themselves and maybe let that logical male brain do its thing. And maybe they say, oh, you know what? That was kind of feminine. I sure did say defend KS at all costs. What the fuck was that about? Maybe, you know, they start seeing that, oh, you know what? That is kind of weird. All right. They got atomic bitch. But yeah, man. So, yo, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you guys for coming out and let me think out loud. You know what I'm saying? Let me get some of those thoughts off my mind. So when you guys see me making comments in the chat or anything like that, you know where I'm coming from. Sometimes I'm not really trying to troll. Sometimes I'm serious as hell. Like that high value male shit, that's a feminine ass fucking thought to have. Well, he's a high value male. What? Okay. You value him. Cool. Say that. All right. I think anybody can be a valuable person. Everybody should like put value in those parts of life where you need value. You know what I'm saying? Like you get in a car accident and motherfucker comes and pulls you out of the fucking accident. You know what I'm saying? It might be some redneck with a fucking hunting rifle in the back of his truck, but if he comes and yanks your ass out of that truck, in that moment, that's the highest value male you know. Just like what old boy say, Lil Wayne. He's still going around telling the story about the white cop that saved his life. While we got half of America running around talking about racism, Lil Wayne will tell you, white man saved my life. So Lil Wayne considers that dude, that cop, a high value male. So that's why I say that high value male shit, that's how women look at men. Women have a list of things they want from men. Men do not have lists of things they look for in other men. It's fucking weird. If I meet a dude and we get along, we have similar thinking patterns, or we can do some kind of business together, whatever, that's how we operate. What guy is walking around here and building lists about everything and about every guy that they meet? Oh, he doesn't match my list, so he's not a high value male. So I'm just gonna put him over here, and he's like, oh, he's a cool dude. He's real fucking smart, and this dude's really good with fucking like space and rockets and shit. But he doesn't have a network of people, so he doesn't match. The fuck, some weird shit. You got lists. And that's how you it is what it is, man. Meanwhile, the president of the fucking country is a pervert. Some weird shit. Where else in society do we see that besides from feminine fucking dudes? Well, all right. I'm done with that, man. Like I said, I'm just going to call it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I hope that I don't offend you guys. If I do, say something. Let me know. Hey, Mike, why you on that shit? Mike, that was fucked up. Or Mike, you know what? You're right. Whatever. Okay? You know, I learn from you guys the same way that I hope whatever I spit out helps somebody else. I've learned a lot from the manosphere and all the people in it. So I'll be around. I will be talking my shit. And I will be laughing and joking with you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? So until the next one, you guys get your mind right, man. Make sure that the words that come out of your mouth match the actions that you put out and the energy that you put out into the world. All right? With that, have a good night. Thanks for coming through. And I'll see you on the next one. Hola.